Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Second and 10. Now Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And some room to work. 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
I know it's all smiles on the offensive side of the ball right now, but you and I both know the entire mindset was just pick up the first down. What do you call that? One of those gravy plays?
Gravy, absolutely. They got more than they bargained for.
Love the way it turned out for them. Couldn't imagine going into the play that they thought this would be the end result.
Yeah, the defense got to be shaking their head, though.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
2nd and 7. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Here is 3rd down and 4. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This now a 3rd and 4. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. That's sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Yeah, you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on fourth down. They're going for it. Looking to throw. Prescott. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said they lead the points, start out that drive. Now they got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
On first down, Hurts. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. We're scoreless after 1. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw again. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Hey, easy, 63, back.
Second down, here's Hurts. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got Smith here. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually. Look like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Prescott. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
How about the short put out by these two defenses in this first half? The fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them giving an inch, and that's good coverage once again there to force another 4th down.
Offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
73. 73. Out. Get it.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts, escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll drop to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
And meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running right, it's Pollard. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to...
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
At the 46-yard line.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. And Goddard going to have an Eagles 1st down as they'll get this across the 50 to the 49.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Just the 1 touchdown in that 1st half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This short throw caught by Goddard. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Throwing is Hurts. That is caught. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 32 that time.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, Swift. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
63.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And the Eagles are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now he's got it. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Gainwell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift from a yard out. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. It took them a little while, but they are on the board here in this third quarter, and now with a chance to tie this up.
And it gives them a chance to exhale just a little bit, right? Because most of the time, if your first points come in the second half, you're often hopelessly out of the game, but not in this case. Now they have something to build on and a chance to mount a comeback.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Now a give here to Pollard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to throw from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Prescott to throw it. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Get him. 46.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Lee Blankenship. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. We say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
And, partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey! Michael Hornet! Now let's get it!
Hurts. Flush to his right. This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles! Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A first down throw for Prescott. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them. Go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Prescott now from the 50. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Once again, it's Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game.
Go Silver, ready? Nice right. Crowd left, Yeti. Crowd left, Yeti.
On third down, here comes Swift. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Taken in at the 11. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's 1st and 10. Now Dak. Into the hands of Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Prescott. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This ball intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And the Eagles are going to hang on the final play to get the turnover to seal this football game. That second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
But what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half of the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter.